Cincinnati. We're often overshadowed by our larger Midwest neighbors like Chicago and Cleveland and Pittsburgh. But those that live here or have moved here understand our allure. All right, so we're going to talk today about 5 more reasons that people are moving to Cincinnati. We're going to start with that thing that brought you here. Jobs. Most people do get here because of a job. They get transferred, they find something new, and they end up here. And that's most likely because we have 5 Fortune 500 companies like Procter & Gamble, Kroger, Cintas, Fifth Third Bank, and Western Southern Financial. But we have a diverse group of jobs that are available here. So hospitals, schools are some of the biggest employers, as well as amusement parks, our stadiums, and all of those really fun places to work as well. We have an environment, though, that really helps nurture new tech businesses and new businesses in general. There are several different groups that will kind of get together and help people get off the ground, meet financiers. And so it's just kind of a really cool and interesting environment here. That's in part why we do have so many homegrown businesses. So there's all kinds of options and things that you can get involved in, maybe on the ground floor. But maybe you're considering moving to Cincinnati for college. Now, we have University of Cincinnati, Xavier, and Miami University, as well as a whole slew of other smaller schools in the area. And just up the road is University of Dayton. All of these schools are great at sports, and they have a really fun nightlife and atmosphere around campus. All right, but if you came here for school, one of the reasons that will make you stay are all the fun things to do once you get into town. So just for example, this past weekend, starting on Thursday, from Thursday to Sunday, was Voices of America. It's a brand new country concert that was located in Westchester at the Voice of America Museum and Park. Over 80,000 people in attendance, and just a whole new experience and folks that came into town up in the northern suburbs. On Friday, James and I were sitting at Silver Spring House having dinner, and we were watching a Reds game. I'm not exactly sure where they were at, but we were also watching Bengals preseason, which was at home. But the fun never stops. On Saturday, we attended the Red Bull Flugtag downtown on the riverfront, and that was a really fun event. Over 30,000 people in attendance at that. And on Sunday, we went to the Western Southern Open, that is a tennis tournament located in Mason, also up in the northern section of our area. Sunday night, Willie Nelson was at Riverbend, which is an amazing outdoor concert venue down on the southeast side of town on the river. So again, the fun never stops. You also have professional soccer, FC Cincy. We also have Cincinnati Cyclones, which is a hockey team. There's just, not kidding, there's always something. All times of the year, you've got Oktoberfest and, just local little festivals for schools, and there's a Geta Fest. Not ghetto, Geta. It's an interesting type of breakfast sausage, if you will. But there's something. If it's not a 5K, something else. So lots of activities that people can be involved in and not just observe. But fun stuff never ends. And all of that fun stuff and having those major sports teams also brings us better medical care. I'm sure you're wondering, what kind of health care can you get here in the Cincinnati area? And that's a great question. We actually have 4 nationally ranked hospital groups that are here in the area. And I have to tell you, our children's hospital is amazing. They are ranked number 1 in the U.S. I have multiple clients who have moved here just to get care for their children. And for a while, I'm not sure if it's still happening, but there were countries that were paying for families to move here so that kids could get cancer treatment. So, I mean, they're just amazing. And definitely if your child has any sort of, illness that you wouldn't feel comfortable necessarily leaving their doctor, get a referral to Cincinnati Children's. I think you'll be very happy. Now, Christ Hospital, also UC Health, which is part of University of Cincinnati, also nationally ranked. Both of those systems have suburbs and more downtown, close to the university facilities. And so, something for everybody. But definitely, I think that, when you think about the fact that we have professional sports teams, that should make you feel a little more comfortable coming here because they're not going to get second-rate care. My husband and I have both had surgery by one of the same doctors that works for the Reds. So, it's just not unusual here at all. But whether you are big into, sports and athletics, or you just want to be able to walk up the stairs, there are lots of doctors who would do a great job taking care of you. And oh my gosh, there's so many physical therapy places. I feel like they're kind of like Starbucks in New York, like they're on every corner. And then if you're not really, interested in traditional medicine, there's a lot of non-traditional medicine too. It's taken a little while, but there are multiple alternative medicine doctors, groups, facilities, some amazing acupuncturists, just all kinds of things. So you don't have to worry about not getting the care that you need because you now live in the Midwest. And for film enthusiasts, fun fact, Cincinnati has been the backdrop for many a movie. Have you ever heard of a little film called Rain Man? How about Traffic, The Ides of March with Ryan Gosling? Many movies have been filmed here, and it is interesting to hear on the news, like they're looking for extras or there's auditions for this or that because there is a film coming to town. And you'll hear on Facebook or on other things, oh, this, restaurant was closed because they were filming in it today. So things like that do happen. And it's not just New York and Chicago and LA. It happens here in Cincinnati as well. This past summer at the Over the Rhine Film Festival, Ohio natives Martin Sheen and Emilio Estevez were caught talking about loving Cincinnati as a location and that there were a lot of areas of town that rivaled some of the bigger cities. So they wanted to make sure that everyone knew Cincinnati was a great place to film. And they said, in part, they just love working with the people here, which is awesome. But some other really cool things about film here. Every year, there is this 48-hour film project. You end up getting a team together. You pick a topic from whatever they have, whatever genre they give you at the kickoff party. Apparently, there's like a required character, prop, and line assigned for your city. So I don't know if that's like a specific part of town. I've not done it. I've had some friends that have done it, and I would love to be a part of it. But at any rate, you film an entire short movie in 48 hours and then premiere it at the end. A whole big showing of films at the end. So Something really cool that if you have interest in film, maybe Cincinnati would also be a great option for you if living in LA and waiting tables isn't really your thing. Come check out Cincinnati. All right, but what have we not told you about Cincinnati that you are dying to know? Please put some comments down below. Let us know what questions you have, and we will answer, as well as probably other people who live in the area who will be happy to tell you what it's like to live here. All right, well, check out this video too in case you need to know more about living in Cincinnati, and we'll see you next time.